Watch me paint this massive plant pot. So the client kind of gave me like free reign in terms of like the colors of the pot, and I'll show you the design in a little bit, but this is going to go on the outside of her house. And I didn't want to choose wonky colors that weren't going to match with her house. So her house lighting is like this like tannish color, and then like her shutters are like a burgundy crimson. So I'm going to paint the body of the pot this it's called linen color, and then I'm going to do the rim of the pot this burgundy color. This brand I just found from Amazon, and I have a bunch of these paints. They came in a set, but the best brand in my opinion is this Folklore. It's a little bit more expensive than the store brand, but the coverage, especially with the light colors like this color or like a yellow or orange, are amazing. So you're going to use, it's more expensive, but you're going to use less paint, and it's super thick. It's not watery at all. So I'm going to get my paint ready, and I'm going to start by painting the outside of the pot. And honestly, I might have to flip it upside down or to do away with the Lazy Susan because the pot is so big. Like I said, this is the Folklore brand, and the coverage is amazing. Alright, so I think it looks pretty good. I think I've got most of the body covered, if not all of it. I don't really see any patches that where the terracotta is showing through, but if there are, I'll go back and paint it. Before I do the rim, I'm going to coat the body of it with enamel, so that way when I do flip it up, the bottom of the paint doesn't get scratched. So what I'm going to do is use this triple thick crystal clear glaze from Krylon. This is my favorite, but you can really use any like spray enamel. It's just like pretty much clear spray paint. I'm terrified of dropping this thing. All right, so this is the design the customer wanted on the pot, and I like the message. I just really don't like the font. I don't really like the colors, so I'm going to show you how to make a pretty design for this plant pot on Design Space. But before I do that, I'm going to show you my Cricut machines for creating and printing vinyl. All right, so these are my babies, the Cricut Joy and then the Cricut Explorer. I have a second edition of that. This one right here is definitely the one I use most because it's so user-friendly, and it's a lot quicker in terms of like loading and unloading, and it's just more efficient. And then for the Cricut Air, I use this for bigger projects. Like the doormats that I use, or make rather. And then of course for a pot this large, it's going to be more ideal than something this small, because this can only print something that's about 4.5 inches wide. So we're gonna roll with this one, and then I'm gonna show you how to make this design in Design Space. All right, so this is the design that I've created based off of what she wanted. I wanted something again that matched her house. And that was a little bit classier than like the colors that she sent me. So I kind of took her design and made it a little bit more homey to fit kind of the style that I was going for. And this is Cricut Design Space. So we're gonna go ahead and make this. Layer number 2 that matches the red on the plant pot. Here we go. As you can see, it's doing its thing. And there she is. And then what I'm gonna do is give it a once over. Make sure she's good to go to be coated for the last time. Make sure there's no paint chips. Make sure the vinyl is as flush as the vinyl can be. Make sure there's no air bubbles. Make sure it's stuck really good. And then after I do all that, I'm going to, all right, one more time with the triple thick clear glaze from Krylon. What I'm going to do is spray the interior, and then tomorrow morning, once it dries overnight, I'll come back and I'll do the inside of it. And then to prevent the rim from sticking to my little tote here, I'm gonna take it off and set it on the floor to prevent the burgundy paint from sticking to the plastic. So here we go. And as you can kind of see, like when I started lining it up, you can see where the matte paint and then the already glazed paint meet and how it's patchy, but once I go over it with this, you're not going to be able to tell. So, oh my god, it's like not going. See how it's starting to disappear. Alright, so this is the next morning, and I'm going to do the inside of the pot. I took it off of the tote because it's like there were some places around the rim where the paint, the gold paint that I used for another project was sticking to it. So I took it off of the tote, and I'm just going to do the inside of the pot now. Alright, I need to get some more of that.